2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. Now they go play action now. Burrow. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. If there was one knock on Joe Burrow coming out of LSU, it was arm strength, but kind of put those doubts to rest right there. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked out officially at the 21. First carry for Najee Harris. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. A give to Harris. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Well, this defense for the Bengals, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. How about this for an opening drive decision? You got 4th and short, just outside of field goal range in all likelihood. What do you do?
I'm going for it. I've got to go get it right now. I want to establish a tone. It's early in the game. I want to let my offense know that I believe in them. And you know something else? I let my defense know I believe in them also by taking that gamble. If we don't get it, it's okay. You guys will cover for me. The
Bengals drive about to get going. And last time the the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Now Joe Mixon. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Micah Fitzpatrick. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run. Well, this defense for the Bengals, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. They hand this off to Harris, and tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard, stop short of the 35. Now this defense for the Bengals, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. What's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers. This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And Boswell's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll hand it off here. This is Mixon. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
And no team got after the quarterback quite like the Steelers did last season. They led the NFL in sacks and quarterback pressures, and there's another one right there. This Pittsburgh team, always known as Blitzburgh.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Burrow looking to pass. This is caught. It's Boyd. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From midfield now, Burrow. And this is going to be intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
So after the INT, it's Kaepernick. Going for the deep ball. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Deontay Johnson, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. Here's 2nd and a yard. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mixon with it. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 39, Burrow. He'll air this one out for Boyd. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now it's Burrow. That one complete to the former Seminole, Auden Tate. Touchdown! Auden Tate, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
And plenty to praise on the play, but this is also a bit of a breakdown defensively, because you've got to be right on him when he makes the catch. Otherwise, he has the ability to really make you pay, and he does right there, picking up excellent real estate after the catch.
Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles, gain some additional yardage.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. And the tackle there by Jermaine Pratt.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
In his 5th year in Pittsburgh, a good bounce back last year for Juju with 97 catches. He must continue to make grabs like that and get upfield.
On play action, it's Kaepernick. It's brought in by Harris. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On the give, this is Harris. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's Kaepernick. He gets it complete to Harris. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
Gets it to Smith-Schuster on the jet sweep. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. They'll run with Harris. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Kaepernick going to throw. Flushed out right. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
Boswell's kick is good. And that will cut the lead down to just 2. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Bengals drive about to get going. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. Throwing now. Burrow on first down. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Looking deep downfield. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Both these teams getting a chance to dry out, maybe change their cleats if need be, but halftime's just about over. Time to get back to it. And for the call of the second half, here's Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter of what's been a tight contest so far. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Second and 10. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. He finds his man, complete. It's Harris. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up the first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going. I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 75 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Throwing now is Kaepernick. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Now a play fake. Kaepernick. His throw incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw, Kaepernick. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Ebron caught left side. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And Boswell's kick is good. And with that, they move ahead by a point here in this 3rd quarter. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense. And that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now it's Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Kevin Huber now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Kaepernick now to throw. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Now Kaepernick. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. .31 yards on the punt there. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that can put your team in some jeopardy?
On second and very short, Burrow. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up, and he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Mixon. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. Being chased out left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That one goes for 8 yards. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Here's Burrow. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And they'll get this down to the 10. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he's brought down. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well on this drive, and they want to finish it off.
And he's in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are once again going to retake the lead. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
And McPherson on for the extra point. It's good, and it's now 21-15.
Makes the score. Bengals 21, Steelers 15.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And 22 more yards there and another first down. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Kaepernick. He finds his man Johnson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
And Deontay Johnson has seen his share of targets increase in his first 2 years in the league. And last year, finished with 88 catches. Continuing to work on grabbing everything that comes his way. A nice catch there.
Now a first down carry for Harris. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 14-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Kaepernick to throw. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. It'll be a gain of 4. And that's going to make it 4th down. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a first down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. They run for it with Harris. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and a PAT for the lead. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Gets it to Smith-Schuster on the jet sweep. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the fourth quarter. Now they can on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused because they still have some work to do?
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bengals drive about to get going. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you...
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. That's Cameron Hayward who got in there to take him down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get the midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
Now Burrow. That is caught. It's Uzomah. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. He's going to let it fly. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Pittsburgh, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville.
In it. Look, salute when you see me. I bought her a CC and that was her purse. Disgusting with do for a purse. Disgusting with do for the clout. I'm one of the realest. The realest could vouch. They thought I was done, but all I doubt. You gotta play my next around. Salute when you see me. Put in the car to my runner gets you speedy. Still thugging like the days when they weren't here in my city. Made it out of the trenches. Just salute when you see me. Yeah, salute when you see me. I'm getting greedy. I blow the whole budget on me. That's on me. I'm conceited. Treaty. Nah, that ain't how we treat it. This right here sound like a three-peat. I put the in it sound like I'm knee deep. I'm like, oh, you too needy. Me and HB going Juvie and BG. They gotta put my face on the box of Wheaties. I'm praying for whoever think they competed. Salute when you see me. That's all he ever, so that's how you greet me. I'm going TM 101 cheesy, and plus they got D2 on repeat. I'm with the love of my life for like 3 weeks, cause that's all I needed. She wanna go on a trip or retreat, but I'm sorry, I never retreated. I set the bar so high that you might as well leave it. I'm going undefeated, I broken the system, had to breach it. That's mission impossible, mission completed. Salute when you see me.
Yeah, I got the heart of a god and a genie. I want you to love me, I want you to need me. When I this face is Fiji. I gotta get back to the hood, I remember when I was the needy.